All right. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending today's 1 hour free webinar session hosted by Prevention Plus Wellness, LLC. My name is Dr. Charlie Wirch, and I'm the founder and president at PPW, located here in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. It's a gorgeous day here. I hope it's nice where you're at and all is well. And so thank you for taking time for your busy schedule for attending this session. It's, as you can see, it's on Prevention Plus Wellness video programs. I continue to think that this is an amazing advancement in our manual implemented programs. In other words, those programs that are provided to youth and young adults by showing PowerPoint slides, because of the, the innate or the built-in advantages of video over, stationary slides. One of them being primarily, I think, is the dynamic video that could be shown to young people, and how and they're used to the video and they're attracted to it. So I think you could really show the positive images. So we'll be looking at those images today, and I'll be walking you through this particular program that we have, our video program. So let's take a look at the objectives for today. By the way, I am recording this, so all of you who've registered, I'll send you a link to this session. You're welcome to share it with your colleagues, friends in your region, your organization, your state, your nation, whatever you'd like. And I do not have a PDF of slides because this is actually, we'll be showing video. So, and I will be sending everyone a certificate for 1 hour CE for this session. So you can see what the objectives are today. We're going to be viewing a video version of the evidence-based 3-step process of screening, feedback, and goal setting. It's an evidence-based practices, screening, brief intervention, but it's also an evidence-based program, and that is the Sport, Alcohol, and Drug Prevention Plus Wellness program. And this program has been adapted into a video program, and not just a video program, but an interactive video program. It's a newer form of video where it asks the youth to participate or interact with the video. So you could send the link to youth to complete on their own, wherever their setting might be, at home as an assignment. You could present it in the classroom. However you want to do that. It has a tremendous amount of flexibility. Secondly, we're going to explore the interactive video program components, and I want you to pay particular attention today, and I'll highlight them for you: the screening survey, the goal plan exercise, and discussion questions. So those are the 3 interactive components, excuse me, built into, hopefully I didn't blow anybody's ears out. The interactive components of the video, again, they're the screening survey, goal plan exercise, and discussion questions. So that's the unique interactive components of the evidence-based sports PPW program, high school version in the video format. Thirdly, we're going to have you list, or you should be able to list, the wellness behaviors that are illustrated, and pay particular attention to the diversity of youth that are being modeled in these videos. And so we try to address, obviously, both genders, different ethnicities, different types of positive activities. If nothing else, this video program is a great model of positive wellness behaviors for young people. It allows them to see representations of themselves engage in these fantastically positive and enjoyable wellness behaviors. Lastly, we're going to explain how the video program can be quickly and easily implemented and evaluated for fidelity and efficacy by prevention and health specialists, and again, in a classroom setting as well as online. So that's what we're going to cover today. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the video. This video comes in 2 components, 2 parts, 2 video set. The first step is screening and feedback. The second video is goal setting. So in other words, this video version of the evidence-based sport, which is our alcohol and drug prevention plus wellness program, has been translated into a video format, and it covers all the main components of the actual original program that normally you would present with PowerPoint slides to your individual youth or your group of youth, in person or online. So those are screening, feedback, and goal setting. So even if you're not interested in the video program in your setting per se, you will see how it is implemented to youth. So whether you use the video program or whether you just use the original manual based with the PowerPoint slide. By the way, as I cover this material, I don't know what your level of understanding of our programs are, so please feel free to ask any questions as we go along. Find that chat option at the end of your toolbar in the More heading with the three horizontal dots. Click on that, click on chat, and feel free to ask any questions as we go along, and I'll take those questions in the order that they're written out at the end of today's session. So I don't think we'll need a whole hour today, but if you've got a lot of questions, if you want to talk about any of our programs, including this, obviously our video programs, I'm happy to stay with you and answer anything that you might have. So at this point, the video, the only program that we've translated into video format is the sport prevention plus wellness program high school version. Of course, we have middle school and elementary school version. We have many other prevention plus wellness programs. But the thinking is that if this seems to be something that's useful to you as prevention and health specialists, we're happy to take the time and the resources to translate other of our programs into video format. That might include our marijuana PPW program, our vaping, which is our e-cigarette PPW program, opioid PPW program, racial justice, in-shape PPW, which is for young adults, even our Sport 2 prevention plus wellness program, which is actually 6 lessons. It's our only multi-lesson program. All right, well, enough of that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to stop sharing at this point. Well, let me just see if I can pull up a new share. Let me see if I could find the video, and I'll watch it, and we'll take a look at it together. So again, let me just set the stage for you. What we're watching here is part 1 of a 2-part video set. The first part that we're watching right now will address the screening and the goal plan. Those are the 2 of the 3 steps in all prevention plus wellness programs, which use an evidence-based practices screening and brief intervention format. So let me just walk you through it before you see it, so may help you understand it a little bit better. First step is screening youth for their current health habits, and includes substance use, and depending on which program you're using, that will be the focus of that substance use. So for example, today we're looking at sports. Sport emphasizes alcohol, so alcohol is being assessed. If you use the vaping PPW program, obviously e-cigarettes will be assessed in the screening. But in addition to substance use, we're also assessing their healthy behaviors or wellness behaviors, physical activity and sports, nutrition and breakfast, sleep, and even stress control, depending on the program. So that's that first step, screening youth for their current health habits. That is designed to increase awareness of the youth of their healthy behaviors. That's very important to sort of initiate the program, make them aware of their habits. Secondly, providing feedback on each of those behaviors and using positive image terminology like fit, active, healthy, successful, and other benefits of these wellness behaviors are designed to cue an unconscious image of themselves in the future, which is desirable for most youth. desirable for youth, for families, parents, for us as providers. We want youth, we want ourselves to be fit and healthy and active and successful, etc. And this is very motivational, and this is designed to increase motivation for change. And within that feedback communication, of course, identifying how alcohol and cannabis or e-cigarettes or whatever, depending on the program, interferes with the achievement of those positive benefits and images and outcomes. That's feedback. Third step is, because those first two steps, screening and feedback, increase motivation to change, capitalizing on that with the third step, which is goal setting, and not just to avoid substance use, but also to increase protective wellness behaviors. So that's a three-step process: screening, feedback, goal setting, and we're going to see it in the video. And the first video, we're going to see the screening and feedback. Okay, enough of the setup. Let me open up the screen to the largest possible. And I'm going to play this for you. And I'm going to pause several times to sort of highlight some things. So pay attention to what you're going to hear in the narration, and also see in terms of text and images on this particular video.
Hello. For the next several minutes, we'll be talking with you about Sport Prevention Plus Wellness, an exciting new fitness and health program. Together, we will look at habits that can make you look better, feel better, and improve your performance in physical activities, school, and relationships.
So right there was a brief introduction and just sort of introduced what's coming up. The difference between the video and if you were to present this yourself using the script and the PowerPoint slides is you would present that introduction. So, but notice that as a teacher or as an implementer, you could show this video quite easily in a classroom setting, as well as send it to youth to complete on their own. And you saw some of the imagery there, some of the dynamic imagery of young people playing basketball. Let's continue.
Before we begin, if you were given a link to complete a pre-test survey, please pause this video and complete the survey before continuing.
So let me stop at this point. And so what we have built into Prevention Plus Wellness programs is the ability to, even though our programs are evidence-based, use an evidence-based practice and screening brief intervention format, we have built in pre and post-test surveys that come in both a scannable form and an online form. In this case, you could actually use either if you wanted to. But if you have an online form, it's much easier, because what you can do is you can show the link to the pre-test and have you take a moment and complete it, just one page. At the end of the video, or at the end of any of our PPW programs, you have them complete a post-test. So the pre and the post-test is designed to be implemented within that one session period, and it'll give you as a implementer or PPW implementer very focused feedback on how well your program is doing with your youth when you implement it. So very, very valuable, and I would say invaluable information for promoting your program to other youth, to parents, to other provider organizations, community funding agencies, and to improve your program over time. So here, the video is cueing you and cueing your youth. If they've been given a link to complete the pre-test, they can click on it, stop this video, click on it and do a pre-test, and they'll also get that cue at the end of the post-test. So you can see where you can literally send out the link to this video to youth with links to a pre-test and post-test, with instruction to complete a pre-test, view the video, complete a post-test, and you've got a completely self-sustained program, online video program with data that are being collected as to its effectiveness. Again, this could be implemented easily within the classroom. You simply show the video to the entire class, And before the video, at this point, you could show a pre-test or distribute a pre-test and do the same with the post-test. So you have built-in pre and post-testing to this particular sport PPW high school version video program, as well as all PPW programs. So let's continue.
If you did not receive a pre-test survey link, please continue viewing the video. Welcome back. Now, please complete the short Sport Prevention Plus Wellness, Health, and Fitness screen. The purpose of these questions is to determine what you're doing about your health. Pause the video and click on the link to the screening survey. Once you've completed the survey, restart the video.
Okay, so I don't know, I didn't see it. I don't know what happened, or maybe I missed it. There should be a link that popped up. So the youth is asked to pause, or again, the teacher could do this. Pause the video, and step number 1 of the intervention is completing a screening survey. So if this is sent out to youth, you simply click on that link, and they go to an online version of the screening survey, and they complete it, and then they come back to the video. Or you can pause this if you're in a classroom and have youth complete it, or you can even hand out copies of the screening survey. But I didn't see the link for some reason. So I'm going to go back and make sure I didn't miss it somehow. So let me go ahead and step back a little bit and replay this.
Survey. Once you've completed the survey, restart the video.
Now let me go back a little bit further.
Welcome back. Now, please complete the short Sport Prevention Plus Wellness, Health, and Fitness screen. The purpose of these questions is to determine what you're doing about your health. Pause the video and click on the link to the screening survey. Once you've completed the survey, restart the video.
Okay, so it's not being shown here because we're actually viewing this directly from my Vimeo account. So if you're viewing this from my website, which is where we have it hosted, what you'll see is you'll see a pop-up of a link, and you can stop the video, click on the link, it'll open up this screening survey, and then you'll be able to complete that screening survey. And the purpose of the screening survey is not for us as implementers or developers, it's for the youth to increase their awareness of their healthy habits. So this is now feedback portion. They've done the screening survey, here's the feedback portion.
Sports and physical activities are a great way to get regular exercise. Sports and physical activities are fun, help you look fit and strong, feel good about yourself, give you lots of energy, and can help you do better in school. However,
so that's the initial feedback on each of the wellness behaviors, highlights positive images and other benefits of that behavior. And now here comes the second component of the feedback.
However, an active lifestyle and alcohol use do not mix. Using too much alcohol can hurt your performance in sports, physical activities, and school.
So you can see the second part is linking how substance use, in this case alcohol, because the sport program addresses largely alcohol, interferes with and is a barrier and harms your ability to engage in that wellness behavior, in this case physical activity, sports, throughout the year, and achieving those outcomes and those benefits and those images. So that's the linkage there. That's how substance use is linked to the wellness behavior in that two-step messaging process. Notice also you have the text coming up. That's for the visual learner, so that they can see, read, as well as hear the key image terms and benefits. So we'll continue on now. This is the feedback. So the feedback was on the first screening survey item, by the way, which was sports physical activity in the last year. Now the next feedback will be on the second screening survey item, which is regular physical activity and so on.
It can also have a negative impact on your health and your relationships with friends and family.
This is the second feedback item, behavior.
Sports or other physical activities can promote a healthy heart and lungs, as long as they last for at least 30 minutes on most days. Physical activity also helps control weight and stress. Various rewards come from participating in physical activity, such as increased feelings of success, reduced feelings of depression and anxiety, decreased body fat, and reduced risk of developing various diseases.
Look at the beautiful images in this video. I just love these images, and I think they're very positive. You've got that skateboarder, and again, you've got the text highlighting the benefits, as well as how substance use, in this case, interferes with regular physical activity at least 30 minutes.
What types of sports or other physical activities would you like to try or do more of?
Now we've got built into the video, like we do prevention plus wellness programs, sort of a stop and think or discussion question. You're going to have a pause here to get you, to encourage you to think about themselves, always bringing it back to their own lifestyle. In this case, again, related to the topic of regular sports physical activity. What types of sports physical activities would you like to try or do more of? So if you're presenting this in a classroom setting, you can pause this video at this point. Let you think about that a moment and then get some responses. If they're viewing this on their own, there's going to be a natural pause in the video, and hopefully they will give this some thought to, and think about their own habits. There's that pause.
Using too much alcohol can interfere with fitness and weight control by decreasing your energy level and adding empty calories to your diet. Avoiding alcohol, along with getting regular exercise, is the key to keeping a fit and healthy body.
And here's the third feedback item.
Studies have shown that social support from friends and family can promote positive health habits, like getting regular exercise. Young people are more likely to be physically active if their friends are physically active. Friends can also influence you to avoid or engage in unhealthy habits, such as using too much alcohol. Which of your friends and family members encourage you to engage in habits that promote your fitness and health?
There's another discussion question. This screening survey item and the feedback that we're now presenting on it, or related to it, is a social norm item. It's, to what extent do people close in your life influence you to be physically active, or actually cause you to be unhealthy?
Ask yourself, do your friends have your well-being in mind and encourage you to engage in habits that promote your fitness and health? Or do they interfere with you having an active and healthy lifestyle? Spend time with friends who support your goals of looking good and feeling good by being physically active and avoiding alcohol. Avoid others who will pressure you to participate in unhealthy habits, like drinking or using illegal drugs.
Here's breakfast and nutrition.
Eating a healthy breakfast every day can have a big effect on how you feel and help you have more energy in school and sports. Breakfast is just one aspect of a healthy diet. It is also important to eat a variety of other healthy, nutritious foods every day, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as limit eating junk food. What types of healthy foods do you like to eat or would like to eat more of?
There's that discussion question. You can pause the video if you're presenting this in the classroom.
However, drinking alcohol adds empty calories that leads to weight gain, while robbing your body of vitamins and minerals. Too much alcohol can sap your energy needed to do well in sports, physical activities, and life.
This is how alcohol interferes with nutrition. Now, the sleep.
Getting plenty of sleep each night, along with resting after physical activity, can give you maximum energy and help you think clearly all day. What's one thing you do that helps you or could help you get enough sleep most nights? Meanwhile, Too much alcohol disrupts sound sleep by stopping deep sleep patterns. Alcohol misuse prevents a person from getting the rest needed to maintain an active, high-energy lifestyle.
We have great images. And now, alcohol use. So at this point, there's a little bit more content because we're addressing a number of risk factors associated with alcohol use. And of course, if we had another PPW program, let's say we're addressing the marijuana, showing the marijuana PPW program, this would be alcohol, this would be marijuana use. So it depends on the program. And again, at this point, the only program that we have adopted into video format is the sport alcohol program for high school students. And we do have a middle school and elementary school.
The most important things you can do to help improve your health and maintain an active life is to avoid alcohol. Health and research organizations recommend no more than 1 drink for adult females and no more than 2 drinks for adult males per day. Of course, alcohol use is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. By drinking alcohol, you are at a greater risk for embarrassing yourself in front of your friends, getting hurt or sick, and getting into trouble with your family, school, or the police due to alcohol use.
So one risk factor addressed is life problems and life problems that youth are concerned about that are relevant and salient to them. And that's what's addressed in this video, as is addressed in the manual-based sport PPW program.
What are other types of problems people your age could have when drinking alcohol? Some young people think that alcohol helps them make friends or makes parties more fun. The truth is, drinking alcohol is linked to arguing, fighting, doing things you later regret, and having shallow and superficial conversations. Also, alcohol misuse.
Notice we're still highlighting primarily the positive images. Positive images are more receptive to youth, especially older youth. They're more believable, and they are likely to have more of an impact than showing negative images.
Interferes with achieving important life goals, such as getting a good job, going to college, and having healthy relationships. It's a myth that all athletes drink alcohol. This myth probably comes from the media, which often markets and advertises alcohol during sporting events. However, you can increase your skills to say no to alcohol by practicing, just like any sport or physical skill. You may see people you know drinking and think that everyone is using alcohol. Actually, statistics show that most young people do not drink. It's natural for individuals to draw conclusions from others' habits, from seeing a single person's behavior, or from hearsay. This is why a young person might incorrectly think that many of their peers drink alcohol. In fact, most high school students throughout the nation do not currently drink, or have.
So here we're correcting social norms, the overestimation that youth typically have, that most or all of their peers are using substances and approve of them. So we're correcting that with this content. And of course, myths was, a little myth about alcohol in sports was the content before this.
I've only tried alcohol to see how it tastes. Choose not to misuse alcohol while leading an active life. To increase your control, you might consider staying away from people that have a negative influence on your health habits, like those that would push alcohol on you. Also, avoid places that lead to increased pressure to act in unhealthy or dangerous ways. What are some healthy alternatives people can use instead of drinking alcohol?
Healthy alternatives, important to discuss.
Instead of drinking alcohol, consider using healthy alternatives, like non-alcoholic drinks, exercising, listening to music, playing a sport, or reading your favorite magazine or book. Plan ahead and practice in your mind how you would respond the next time you are offered a drink. Decide for yourself in advance to avoid drinking, especially over drinking, so you can be in control and resist pressure from friends and others.
And here are the wellness recommendations.
Recommendations for increasing your wellness include the following. Get 8 or more hours of sleep each night. Eat a healthy breakfast every day while limiting junk food. Participate in some fun physical activity. Practice a stress control technique most days a week. Most importantly, avoid alcohol and other drugs. Keep in mind, being fit does not mean being perfect. Your main goal should be to have a healthy body image and not engage in unhealthy behaviors. Now, follow along and complete the Prevention Plus Wellness Program Goal Plan.
So that's the end of the first video. And so again, just to review, the first video covers the screening and feedback. And just to shorten things up, we went with 2 videos, and the second video should be immediately follow this one, because remember, screening feedback is designed to increase motivation for change. Now we do want to immediately capitalize on that increased motivation by having them view, or you show them, the goal setting video. So let's take a look at the goal setting video. I think you'll agree with me that the images in the video were absolutely tremendous, very dynamic, exciting, aspirational, with lots of different types of young people in there, different images to show, so that young people can see, again, models of themselves, positive models of themselves, versus the negative images, which are so common on social media like YouTube, for example. Okay, so let me, oops, uh-oh. Hopefully you're still there. I don't know when I pushed that. Let me go back and find the second video. Here it is. I'm just going to grab onto it. And I'm just going to open it up for sharing. And now let me go ahead and share the second video of this 2-video set. And the second video focuses on goal setting, the action piece of this. Let me stop right now. I just want to make sure that I clicked on share. Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure that I was sharing the audio with you. Sometimes you show a video on Zoom, the audio doesn't come through. So here it is. This is the second video. It's designed to be shown immediately after the first, and it's the action piece. It's the piece where young people learn to, it's designed to help young people initiate the behavior change process. And to the extent that they continue, excuse me, this short-term goal setting every week, they will learn self-regulation skills. That is to say, they'll learn to shape their own health behaviors, which is so critical for youth in general and high-risk youth, especially because they appear to lack that, according to research. And so over time, they can learn to set goals, monitor those goals, and achieve goals, and learn to increase their self-control. A little bit different music in the second one, sort of change it up a bit.
Hello. Follow along as I show you how to complete the Prevention Plus Wellness Goal Plan. After this, you'll be asked to complete your own goal plan. So pause the video now and grab a pen and paper so you can answer each question as we go through the video. Number 1. Which of the following do
So again, just like the screening survey, what you would see here pop up is a link for youth to click on, and it will go to a goal plan. And so again, this was set up so that it can be completely completed individually by youth. So has that great flexibility. So you could show it in the classroom. You could also send it out virtually and reach the largest number of youth in that particular strategy. So at this point, they click on the goal plan, they go through the goal plan, and then they come back and resume the video as directed.
Do you pledge to avoid using during the next 7 days in order to maintain an active and healthy lifestyle?
So this is going through the video, or excuse me, the goal plan.
Tobacco, e-cigarettes, marijuana, non-medical opioids, or other illegal drugs. Number 2. Which of the following healthy habits will you focus on improving during the next 7 days? Get 8 or more hours of sleep each night, eat a healthy breakfast every day, or eat a daily variety of other healthy foods such as fresh fruits and vegetables. Participate in some fun physical activity or sports at least 30 minutes, 4 to 5 days per week. Practice a stress control technique most days of the week, like yoga, meditation, prayer, or walking in nature. Number 3. From the healthy habit you identified, now write a specific, measurable, and attainable.
So let me just pause here for a moment and just sort of highlight what's going on. So what does the goal plan include? Well, part of the goal plan actually was discussed in the first video. That is recommendations that you, or in this case, the video, provide for the youth to not just avoid alcohol and other drugs, but to engage in all of these wellness behaviors to achieve your, a full wellness state and avoid unhealthy behaviors, maintaining a positive body image. And then this part, the second part, highlights the actual goal setting process, starting with number 1, making a pledge to avoid substances. They get to choose whatever substances they want. Then secondly, to choose a wellness behavior within those 4 categories: physical activity, breakfast nutrition, sleep, and stress control. And now they're going to write a concrete behavioral goal for that wellness behavior. So if they chose sleep, they're going to write a very specific and measurable goal. So that's what all of this is. This is instruction to help them understand before we just unleash them and have them do a goal plan. I think earlier I made a mistake and said that was the goal plan, but it's not. This here is a description of the goal plan, and I think the link comes later. I think it's been a while since I've seen this, so I don't know if I missed it at the beginning or it's at the end, but it's set up so that there's instruction and an opportunity to complete the goal plan.
Attainable healthy habit goal you will achieve over the next 7 days.
Short-term goal is very important, 7-day goal.
For example, playing tennis is measurable, but getting more exercise is not. And eating more fruits and vegetables is measurable, but eating healthier is not.
So there's some instruction there on measurable goals.
Number 4, write an exact amount in quantity of that one habit you just listed above, which you will do each time you do it. For example, 30 minutes each time you play tennis, or 1 more serving of fruits and vegetables each day.
That's the quantity associated with the goal.
Number 5. Last, list an exact frequency of the same habit you will do during the next week. For example, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, or each day of the week.
So that's the frequency: Tuesday, Thursday,
Number
Monday,
6.
Wednesday, Friday.
In addition to yourself, who else will sign this goal plan to make it an official contract between you and them?
This is important because research has shown that when somebody shares their goals, then they're more likely to complete their goals, to achieve their goals. Research also shows that if you achieve your goals in the first 7 days, you're likely to achieve longer term goals. So these first 7-day goal setting, very, very important. If you're presenting this in a group, obviously what you can do is everybody can set their goals. You can have discussion of goals. You can share goals. You can help each other set goals. And to the extent that you can continue the goal setting, remind them to set goals, give them a link. We have an online link so that youth can continue to set goals on a weekly basis. That will increase their self-regulation skills.
Teacher, mom or dad, grandmother or grandfather, aunt or uncle, older sister or brother,
this is who they're going to share their goals with.
Trusted and supportive friend. Number 7. Where will you post your goal plan contract so you can see it every day and be reminded to monitor your health habits?
So here's the little plan.
Bedroom wall or mirror, bathroom mirror, refrigerator door, TV or computer, or other. Now, click on the link to the goal plan and complete it.
Okay.
After you're done, print out a copy for you to post, and return to the video for a very important final message.
So the link for the goal plan is after this instruction. So we set it up so that there would be this instruction, step-by-step walking through the goal plans. And so now they've had some time to think about it. Next thing, there'll be a pop-up and they'll click on it. They'll complete their goal plan. If they have an opportunity, print it out. That's the ideal thing so that they can post it and track their goals every day, starting that day or the next day for the next 7 days. And so again, you could easily present this in a classroom or have youth complete it on their own.
Congratulations! You've successfully completed a Prevention Plus Wellness Program goal plan. Now, print out a copy of your goal plan so you can sign and date it, and have the person you identified co-sign it. Don't forget to post your goal plan where you can see it every day, and check off each day you reach a goal. At the end of your 7-day goal plan, write another goal plan to continue to make small changes to feel and look better. Reward yourself with small things you enjoy, like magazines, music, books, watching a movie, playing an instrument, or doing art for achieving one of your wellness goals, or forget to fill in the open-ended items completely.
So again, there's some really good post goal plan instructions and feedback. Then a reminder, if they do have a post test and they're asked to complete it, or you want to have them complete it in the classroom, now is the time to implement it. And so this post goal setting instruction, very, very important. And it's important for them to do this last part.
Thank you for following along in this video.
So there it is. Good, I think a good video. I'm biased, obviously, but I think it's a great video. I think I like the music. It's very professionally done. And so we have a little bit of a pause right now. I'm having my system is frozen up. So let's just wait and see if it unfreezes. We have had too many things open. Hopefully you can still hear me. So at this point, if you're still receiving my message and you have access to an option your question or your comment. In the meantime, I'm trying to get out of this system right now. Here we go. There's the end of it.
Hello.
Oh,
follow along.
Starting
as we show
over.
you how to complete the Prevention Plus Wellness Goal Plan.
we don't need to go over it again. So let me see, I'm still locked into this at this point. Let me see if I can stop sharing. All right, I've got the little hourglass, so it's working, but it seems to be stalled. And unfortunately, I'm not able to open up the chat notes or the Q&A notes at this point. I don't know if you're able to hear me, but if you are, if you could just stay with me for a couple more minutes, hopefully this image will be released and we can go ahead and have a brief discussion. If not, let's say worst case scenario that we can't have a discussion, then you're welcome to email me any questions that you might have, and I'm happy to follow up with that. Oh, here we go. Yay, we're back. Fantastic. All right, welcome back, everybody. Let me see if I can open the chat and see what the chat questions are. For some reason, the system is very slow at this point. There we go. I'm able to. I just wanted to close out on those videos. I think they were slowing things up. So we're stuck a little bit at this point with my hourglass. I'm trying to open up the chat or the chat space, and because I know there's a couple of comments. But if you're able to type in a comment, now's the time to do it. If you can't, if you got to go, you can certainly send an email at info@preventionpluswellness.com. info@preventionpluswellness.com. There we go. I've been able to open up the chat. I don't see any new questions, so this is the last chance for you to ask any questions or make any comments, assuming that you're still with me. Can you still hear me, everybody? Are you still with me? Give me a hands up if you can still hear me and see me. There's still some of you on, and I want to be responsive to anybody that might have a question or comment. Okay, no hands up. That means I may have lost you already. So, oh well, I think we got to most of it. Anyway, so I'll follow up and send everyone an email with your certificate and with the link to this recorded session. So no problems. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. God bless you for what you do, and hope to see you in future videos and future webinars by Prevention Plus Wellness. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.